Hey friends, good morning from beautiful Austria. I've had a few days here and I want to just show you this view before I talk to you about creating a pruning list for 2020. Check this out, isn't that beautiful? I'm here at the House of Life, Haus des Lebens, a great place to come, by the way, a great place to ski if you're just getting started. It's fantastic. Anyway, a pruning list for 2020. I'm sure you're doing all sorts of lists, maybe goals and that for the next year, but here's something you need. You need a pruning list. You were created to be blessed, to be fruitful, and to multiply. But there's one truth that pruning is a vital process to produce the full fruit in your life. I read this book called Necessary Endings, and Townsend says there are three prunings you have to do. You have to prune the good stuff, the bad stuff, and the dead stuff in your life. The good stuff, every tree can only sustain and cause a certain amount of buds to flourish. That's why you don't just cut off bad buds, you just have to prune good buds. Because here's the truth, you can try to do everything, but you can't do everything well. Some of us have to stop doing some good things so that other good things can really flourish in our lives. So consider, are there any good things you need to stop doing this year? Notice you don't have to stop doing everything, but you got to do some things, and you got to do some things well. You can't do everything well. So that's the good stuff. The bad stuff is identifying the things in our lives that suck the life. They take life, but they don't give. They take resources, they take time. You try to keep them going, but they're not producing, they're not contributing, they're not flourishing, they're not being fruitful. And sometimes we just have to face the fact that some things, we just need to stop them. And sometimes those are things that dreams we've had, for those Christians, prophecies that have been untested, but you're holding on to them. Test these things and find the test and put a test to the things that are not producing fruit, and make sure that you know whether you should be continuing with these things, or maybe it's time to prune them, cut them out. Those are the bad things, the things that take life but don't give anything back. And then there's the dead stuff in our lives. It just takes up space, it takes up time, but it doesn't contribute anything. It's just hanging around, filling things up, filling up your calendar, filling up the space in your life. It's just non-contributing, and it just takes up space. Let's get rid of some stuff. That could be unsubscribing from some emails that you never read and that just waste your time. Some bad habits, some social media habits that don't produce anything. So anyway, consider maybe as you enter this new year, consider, is there good stuff to prune in your life? Is there bad stuff to prune in your life? Or is there dead stuff that you need to get rid of from your life? And make a list. And a couple of words you might use to apply is there's a word called no. No is a complete sentence. You say no to some things. Maybe some things say, I can't produce all of this. I can't do all of this. And then I don't. Those are things that maybe some things that are contradicting your values or your purpose, where you just start to say no. This sin, this habit, this whatever is no longer going to be a part of my life. I'm pruning it from my life so that I can be fruitful and multiply and fulfill my purpose this year. So hey, God bless you. Greetings from Austria. We go back to the great city today. And I pray that you'll create a pruning list. That's certainly what I'm working on, even as you dream your dreams for 2020. God bless you. You were created to be blessed, to be fruitful and multiply. And I pray that that'll be your portion this year. Amen.